I am starting up a new server here, and I just wanted to show everybody what I've been working on so far to set up the server. Um, of course, there's little gimmicks in the server, like that button. Don't press that button. Just don't press it. Don't ask. You don't need to know. Currently work in progress on this. This is, at the moment, very rudimentary trading, but it is custom trades for right now. I'm just kind of experimenting. And it's trading off cobblestone, and these are all custom trades, custom spawned in villagers. Um, so I get that, and I'll have way more. I'm just still deciding on whether I want to put more right there and make a complete circle and just leave it like it is. But I think for now, I'm going to leave it as is because this should be plenty of traders, unless requested, in which case I'm going to copy down all the trades that the commands for the trades for all these guys, save them, so if I have to I can respawn them, because the way I've got this guy set up is he won't move. He'll stand still, and won't despawn. So there's that. Then I have the jail, or also currently where everybody will spawn into, and the default, I've had the server set up to default to adventure mode, so if you're new to the server and you're going, it will put you in here until a mod pulls you out of it and then sets your proper mode and your new respawn point to outside of it. Most likely you'll just get spawned right here. Right now, like I said, I'm the only person on the server. I sent one person an invite. They decided not to join. I'm trying to carefully hand out invites. So this is the community center. Just a simple, small little thing. Decorative mostly. Just this is probably where your spawn will be set. And community chest for anybody who wants to throw anything in there. Simple little thing, very decorative, made it look nice. Currently working on this mostly. This whole thing was actually just me playing around with certain tools in the game, the structure block more specifically. And I was playing around with it. I ended up liking it and decided that I was going to turn the ship, convert it into like a little bar thingy. So I put in some quote-unquote chairs and table and stuff, and put in a bar. And I put in a donation jar, tip jar, which all you gotta do, so the item, I should take it. Oops. All it is there's some hoppers that go down to a secure area below. And I have Bart the bartender, which sells custom drinks. There's rum, whiskey, moonshine, vodka, champagne. Each of which have lore on the bottom proper. Yeah, they give bonuses to quote unquote things similar to what they are. But yeah, he actually will move around. I was going to make him so he wouldn't move around, but I have it set up to right here. There's 2 layers of carpet here, so he will not pathfind out of there. Even if I open that, he won't figure it out. But anyhow, I need to push him back in there because he will get stuck there. But they won't come out of there. Otherwise, I would have given him the no AI. But I want him to have some life to him, since this is supposed to be technically a bar. I don't know why that's doing there. Then I did some different work. I realigned up the masts a little bit, and then put some chains out and some lanterns to create some light. And then I also made this. I made a plank. So it's a pit down there. Fall down into water, and what you don't think is going to happen happens. I've been playing a lot of work into command blocks and stuff. But yeah, you jump off the plank into the pit, it'll respawn you. And then all sorts of other things. Let's see what else there is here. Okay, this is actually what I first started working on. Of course, I've been working on the roads and stuff, and um, I'm still working on something else. You might hear it here in a minute, but there is. I have it set up to play music when you get near it, and it's supposed to be my like base of operations. But you come up the stairs, very ominous castle you're coming up to. You come up here, go inside. So to start off, everything is set up, and when I get the armor set up and stuff like that. And there are several things to the inside of this that are not normal. For one, I have security measures, so if I want to block up doors real quick, I can. And then, if shit's really starting to hit the fan, I have the doors tied into my second security mechanism, which will shut the doors and trip off the second security mechanism. So if all hell's about to break loose, let me open this first section. I flip the switch, and that shuts. And then, my favorite part, launches down fiery arrows of instant damage. So whoever walks across that point will die fairly quickly. And that, of course, has as much ammo as it will ever need. And then when I shut that lever off, that shuts, and good to go again. All of which, oh, there it goes. I see that bottom thing right there plays that song, not Pigstep disc. But then I can also have more people here for the beds and stuff extra, and it's also got alarm bells, so if someone's trying to take the base or whatever, we can set that up. So yeah, that's all set up proper. All this is, it took so long to get this together because I had this set up, and I was having issues to get all 4 dispensers to fire correctly. And then I also wanted to make sure that the fire that ignited the arrows that were shooting out of them didn't go out due to some like server error or something. And so what I did was I had to fidget around with different things, and my main problem was I needed to, when this was turned off, I needed all the stuff to flow down into the dispensers. Problem was that it was supplying power to the dispensers, which was stopping that top of hoppers. So what I did was I inverted things so that I need power to shut the hopper clock off. So I needed to supply power to a piston to cut off the, for instance, there we go, cut off power supply. So when that block's not there, it has power. When it isn't, it cuts it in 2, and I don't have to worry about like a redstone pop out. Which that was like the main issue with this. But I've got, these are clear, full with instant damage 2 arrows. Then of course I added my different little things here, like fire from the fireplaces and stuff. I added custom banners and stuff, and tried to make it look all nice. But yeah, no, and I added a very specifically timed hopper clock that is hidden somewhere in here. I don't know where. But as soon as like 2 or 3 seconds after the song ends over here, it will replay it again. I made sure to give it a couple extra few seconds so that if for some reason the time was too close, it won't sit there and overlap, which was where some of the main issues I ran into with that, because I wanted to be able to have it triggered when someone was near. But the problem is I couldn't get it triggered. That caused it to only happen once every 2 minutes and 28 seconds, which is how long the song is. And that was the main problem, because it would sit there and trip off, and you'd have 10 different instances of the song playing, and that got very, very annoying because it won't stop. Because the way it works is it's a trigger for the player, not the block itself. So you won't stop hearing it unless you get as far away from that area as you can, or whatever. But it would. I found out that you have to have this like status effect for you to actually hear it. So if you're without the boundaries of it, outside the boundaries of it, when it goes hits the trigger to play the song, and then you come in a few seconds after, you won't actually hear it. Only the people that were there for the trigger will get the status effect of their music. So yeah, little fun bits of interest there. But I'm building that. I'm going to be working on farms soon, and if you guys want to know what this button does, maybe throw you a server invite. I have 3 different servers that I can run. I have the Bedrock version, which will run and connect to the Windows 10 edition also. I'm unsure of PS4, but I know it'll do Xbox. It will do PC, Windows 10. Then I have this one, which is your standard. I think it was 1.16.4, which is the newest version. And then I also have a snapshot server I can run, all of which run. I tested them. I've got them all running. This is so far the only one I've actually put any work into, because this is the one where I'm most likely going to be spending most of my time. If people want me to run a snapshot server or a Bedrock server constantly, I would, but I would need to know who I'm going to have the most player base with, because Java is kind of where it's going to be at with me mostly, because I can do a lot more with command blocks than I can on any other version. But granted, the snapshot, you're going to have a lot more to it. You're going to have the newer stuff. I've also considered running a modded server, but I just haven't thought about getting to that point yet, because I forget if it's still that way or not, but it used to be that you had to have everybody have the same mods and stuff, and I'm not about that life right now, trying to convince people to do that. But if you guys have any more suggestions for throwing into the world, builds, ideas, throw it at me. I'm going to make this look nicer, though. I'm going to either put like a little quote unquote like a moat of water around it, like build it up and then build like a little like a tray for it, or I'm going to build it up like they do in shipyards where they put like posts down and then supports or something like that. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. If you want to join the server, let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna put you through a little trial period. If any griefing happens, you will be permabanned. And I'm also planning on, if someone does some griefing, I'm gonna write down your new username and share it to all the other servers I'm a part of. So you don't cheat on my shit. I've worked too long. I'm gonna be doing world backups, but I've worked way too fucking long on this shit, and I don't need any. I've worked too long on this. So, other than that, like I said, if you want to join, let me know. Contact me, and shoot something down in the comments, and then we'll get your contact information or message, or however we can do it over YouTube. I will also get a Facebook page up and going at some point. Other than that, yeah, this is the Wolf. See you guys next time.